Hey yo, what's up? Do you struggle with rushing people? Or is it hard to be an aggressive player and you just don't know what to do? If that sounds like you, then you found the right video. In today's video, I will break down the aggressive playstyle in full detail. Starting with the warm-up, well, my warm-up that I do when I get on a game. And then I'll be going into realistics and rank reload. I will also go over and cover a lot of things that you need to know in order to not die when being an aggressive player. But without any further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so basically what I would do to start off my day and to me learning and getting better to be an aggressive player is to free build. I know what I said last time, but this is how I get used to my sense. I can't get used to it no other way. I just free build until I make less mistakes, until I can fully understand and get a grasp of everything that I'm doing. And also shout out to y'all for going crazy in the poll. Y'all wanted the aggressive playstyle, so that's what y'all got. I appreciate every single one of y'all for voting. But yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so back to free building. When I'm warming up and I free build and do this, that, and the other, the main thing I work on, or the main thing I make sure I do, is keep my form correct. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you should click the previous video, how to actually get better. I talked a lot about that in that video. But yeah, I make sure I keep my form correct and I make sure I get my reps in. But I'll focus on it for a good little minute and then I'll switch it up. There is no just switch to that, then do this, then do that. There's focus on this for a little bit and then move on to the next thing. And that's exactly what I do. Alright, so basically I'll pick something to do and then I'll do it until I mess up. Then when I mess up, I'll give myself some time and then I'll start it back up all over again. And it really don't matter what it is, you just need to repeat it. And this is how that looks. You see, I repeat the same thing, and if I mess up, I start again. Start it over. Keep repeating the same thing. But this next one is like one of the most important things you need to practice though. You want to tunnel forward and act as if you're approaching a wall and break the wall, phase builds in if you want to, really up to you, and map reset the wall after you break the wall in front of you. You want to continue forward and do the same thing. Now I'm just going to let the gameplay play. And of course I'm going to mess up a lot, there's no cuts, I'm just going. In this map, you want to continue to rush at this box right here, like this. You want to build a box of your own, right? Build a box around yourself. You want to edit this wall. You know, build a box around, you know, the front wall that you will be attacking. And then stay in your box. Stay right here. You want to pump AR. Put a wall. Hit it in. And you shoot the bot. Or they could have a ramp or something in their box, like let's say they're on top of this ramp like this. They could be like that in the box and you would have to put a cone, shoot it out, you know, break it, shoot them. Or you could come right here, shoot. Or if they're aggressive, like right after you did that, you reset that and they just ran out like this in front of your wall and you just quickly reset it in front of their face like that. Like, you go for a right hand peek with peanut butter. You know, it's plenty of things that could happen. You just have to be ready for everything, pretty much. Cause this right here, this cone, that wall, and this wall, these are your bases of defense. That is your protection, and you want to remember that. Next up, we have this like far away wall edit. Remember, you want to release edit when you're behind the wall, because if not, they could just shoot you. Another thing too, once you get somebody's wall, like let's say you get their wall, you know, in a diagonal approach, you break the cone, and you put your own cone, right? Like you put your own cone in their box. Let's say you shot and you miss, right? Like you just missing. Don't just sit here and leave this open, this open. The main thing you want to do is edit this cone. Most likely if they're right here, they're messed up anyway, but they're going to be right here. And if you edit this cone, they're going to shoot it and mess up. And that's going to provide you some coverage too. Pickaxe, edit. You know, you want to put cones first, then put the wall. Get right here in this little groove. Edit this wall, jump, max, right here. Double it down. You're on this wall, wait a second, pre-fire, get the wall. Most likely, most of the times, it's going to be a fully built wall. You're not going to get it just pre-fire anyway, because most people insta edit like that and you can just get a shot, boom. So you pre-fire, the wall is already weak, they end up editing and then you take the wall. But a ghost pass to the wall up close does 55. As long as the wall is under 55, you can take that wall. It could be at 44, it could be at 51, you can take the wall still. First I will go 1, 2, edit that cone, get the wall, edit down, put a cone, edit the floor, put a cone down, and my box also in their box as I'm dropping, and then put a wall. That way I have more builds claimed instantly before they even realize what I'm even doing, you know? When you get near a wall or you run up to a wall, either you want to come up to it, pre-fire, edit to the side, wait for them to edit, break in, get it, kill them, right? Or pre-fire, edit the wall, edit that cone, edit this wall, right? Put cones that way, and the cone in front. Come right here, break this wall from the side. They try to edit on you, look to the right, boom, pump. You see how that worked? I can fully protect myself in the instant. Break that cone, take it, they build a ramp and they sit on top of it. You can break that, you know, ramp out, put a cone, boom. If you miss at all, edit back and then you get an easy kill. But really, it's all about who you watch. Make sure you watch pros like Muzz, Reed, or Cooper. And all you have to do is just take notes. Take notes on how they approach. Know everything they do because they do it for a reason. They're not just doing anything. If they do something, it's for a reason. Remind you, these people have made money off of this game. They know what they're doing. So try your best to pay attention to everything they do in their YouTube videos or in their live streams and try to add it to yourself. Also, sometimes with this approach, you may have to change it because not everybody's going to play the same. Some people may jump out. Some people may not even sit still in that one box for you to even do that. So make sure to not focus on it as much because you may need to change it up. But now I'm going to break down my gameplay to show you what to do and what not to do. Okay, with this first tip, I'm showing you how important it is to claim builds first. While they're busy trying to shoot you, you would already have everything. And I know this player isn't that good, but still, it's just a good example.
Really bad, so I didn't say it. Because I'm a good kid. And I'm not right to it.
Okay, as you can see, this player is running at me and he's not really paying attention to what's happening. He's only focusing on me, and that's why I'm able to quickly slide a cone under his feet and the wall in between us. That way I already established control over the fight before he even noticed it. And this is just one of the many ways to be aggressive when rushing somebody, because a lot of people build, but they don't build smart. This next situation is basically me just using everything that I taught earlier in the video. So make sure that you pay attention to how these things are used. First of all, look at how I'm applying pressure just by spraying. I tried to phase builds in, but it didn't work. So I moved out the way and I realized at the bottom, and then I realized that he didn't have a cone in his box, and then I claimed it. And then as you can see, it looks like he's trying to come out of the box right here. So just in case he does, I have my gun waiting for him. And I just pre-fired him and then placed the wall to cover myself. And I also put a cone because it looked like he wasn't going to stop running at me. But as you can see, I got a little damage off, but he ended up going back into the same box. And as you can see, I go back to applying pressure and phasing builds into his box. And right here, I needed time to reload, so when I got the ramp over him, I just sat there and reloaded. I wasn't going to make no dumb edit until I knew I had ammo on my shotgun. One thing about the Sentinel shotgun is that it does a lot of damage to freshly built builds. And as you can see when I'm rushing this wall, I'm not just going to stand in front of it. I'm going to do one of the main approaches instead. And since he was on simple edit, I was assuming he would edit a lot more, and I was really just waiting for him to edit again, but he didn't. So I went up to bait him into making another edit. And then after that, you can see I got the kill without taking any damage at all. This next clip is me applying the same pressure but in different ways. You see, when he boxed up, I knew not to approach him from the wall that he wanted me to. You always want to approach the most awkward wall. If I would have jumped on the front wall, that would have gave me no diagonal approach at all. And as you can see, I continue to phase builds in because that's my control. And after I put the ramp above him, I thought he was going to go down, so I wanted to beat him there, but he didn't go down at all. He stayed up. And once again, I approached the most awkward wall. As you can see, he has a shotgun now, which means most likely he's going to pre-fire me if I keep spraying, so I just waited. I do continue to pre-fire myself because I'm just waiting on him to make an edit. And then not too long after, you can tell he let his guard down, and that's when I phased my builds in for the kill. Next up again, I do one of the main approaches. This time him and his teammate were in the same box, but I didn't know that until like last second, but still same difference. You see how when I edit down, I make sure I have the cone so I can go into the move. Once I got down, I pre-fired the wall in front of me. That way I can get a shot off if they do insta edit. Notice how I flipped the cone back to make sure I'm covered when I break this wall. And then I took the wall while phasing my builds in. That way I had control over that area. And then I realized there were two people in there hiding, and I backed off while pre-firing. But in this round, I didn't eliminate anybody. My teammate did all of that, so I can't show. But this is another good approach you can use. He drops down and I'm already going for a pre-fire. If there's distance and somebody has a wall and you feel like they're going to edit, you should pre-fire and place a ramp. That way, even if they do or if they don't edit, you can still have something to protect yourself with. And then we jump at each other. I really try to claim builds, but it didn't work because we're both too close to each other. I read him like a book and I know he's dropping, so I just edit the floor for him, get a nice little shot off. And you know how you shoot and build? Imagine if I would have just shot and then built, that would have been a trade. But since I built and then shot, that allowed me protection. And I want to say, just because you get a lot of damage doesn't mean you're going to win the fight. You see right here, Thomas HD goes for like a little bait out. And yes, it does end up working and he gets a lot of damage. But when he overextended himself, he ended up losing the fight. But even when he did this, he still had a chance of winning. He just didn't go about it right. Sometimes when you're in shambles, you just have to outsmart the other player. If they get you where they want you, you will die. So make sure not to rush in too reckless. You will be in shambles. And if it ever gets to that point, all you have to do is outsmart. Try your best to outsmart your opponent. Do anything you can to throw them off. Do the opposite of what they're thinking. That's the only way you can get out of a situation you're supposed to die in. Like, look at this for instance. Once he got down and got the wall in between us, I knew the only thing I could do was pre-fire. But when that failed, I went for a bait. I faked out to the right to make him think I was going there, and he went to the right to try to exit control me. That way he left himself wide open for an extra shot for me. This next clip is an example of how to fight for a wall. You see, once I broke the wall, I put a cone and a wall. I made sure to slide a cone in his box too, and that way he won't have much control. Of course, he does have everything else around him, but I'm the biggest threat, so he's gonna focus on me. So the first thing I do is bait, but he ends up taking the wall. Predictable. So I edit the cone back and wait for him to edit so I can shoot the wall out. Luckily he does that, and yes, I go for another bait. Notice how I hold the wall to make sure he doesn't get it even when I'm editing. And then I go in with the real edit and get the kill. Now I'm going to show you a bunch of rank reload gameplay of me being aggressive. And basically I'm just running around getting E-limbs. Also shout out SRT, I played a couple of rank games with him. But anyways, I won't be talking for a minute. I'm going to see y'all at the end of the video.
Knock one. Down here. Right here. These real people right here. These real people. They suck, bro. Another kid. Thank you. Alright, running. Oh! Give me them. He dead.
This whole entire week has been difficult for me. I'm not gonna lie, this whole entire week has been difficult for me. It's been a lot of ups and downs, and there's been a lot of situations where I couldn't even play the game if I wanted to. And to be honest, most of these clips are old, but if you enjoyed and learned something, thank you for watching anyway. Also hit that sub button, like, comment, do whatever you want to do. Thank you for watching anyway. Anyways, peace out. I hope y'all have a good one. Have a good day. Have a good night. Live life. Pay attention. Do good and be good. Bye. I'm playing OG next time, bro. Reload is terrible.